By the way, I endorsed another person today, Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania. Dr. Oz. Great guy, good man, Harvard educated, tremendous career. And they liked him for a long time. That's like a poll. You know, when you're in television for 18 years, that's like a poll. That means people like you, but he's a great guy.
There's Donald Trump at a rally over the weekend. He's making sure he lets you know he just gave his total and complete endorsement to Dr. Oz because he's been on TV for 18 years. So according to this very detailed and rigorous basis for how he endorses people, it's because they're on TV for a very long time. Up next is Judge Judy, Maury Povich, Homer Simpson, all gonna be endorsed by Donald Trump because they've been on TV a very long time. You know, because that's like a poll when people watch you on TV. That's a thing, not people actually giving you a job. And network folks and producers and executives. None of that, no, that's not TV. Either way it goes, let's jump into more of what went into Donald Trump's decision and how there's a bit of a wrinkle here because Republicans and conservatives are not very happy about this. So first off, Sean Parnell is one of those that was pushing back on this. And he is the man that Dr. Oz joined the race to replace because of his issues at home. So let's look at what he had to say. Oz joined the Senate race late after Sean Parnell dropped out in 2021, and that was following a lost custody battle for his children. Parnell earned Trump's endorsement last year before he left the race. That's not a surprise. You know, he always tends to endorse those types of guys. He did tweet this, Parnell did. "You're not America first, you're not a conservative. You're not even from Pennsylvania. Hell no," in response to Dr. Oz posting how proud he was that Trump had endorsed him with that statement there. Eric Erickson jumps on board as well, another well-known conservative. He also tweeted, "It's like Donald Trump's staff is sabotaging Trump by convincing him to make the worst possible endorsements." Mo Brooks, who's still feeling the sting of being unendorsed by Trump, he tweeted, because he's getting more and more bold, "This is happening because Trump surrounded himself by staff who are on McConnell's payroll and hostile to the MAGA agenda. Everybody telling Trump who to endorse in primaries works for the swamp. They played him again." Now again, remember what Mo Brooks said. He goes, the people who told him to do this or who are advocating for Trump to endorse Dr. Oz are on McConnell's payroll and hostile to the MAGA agenda. Remember that line. Because maybe some of these saboteurs are these folks, as he pointed out, Mo Brooks did. The former president's wife, Melania Trump, and Fox News' Sean Hannity, who are friends of Dr. Oz, had been pressing Trump to back him rather than choose McCormick, who's the biggest rival there, or stay neutral, and that's what a source told Axios. Crazy, Melania Trump, Sean Hannity, all work for Mitch McConnell, and they're looking to sabotage Donald Trump. That's Mo Brooks' line. That's what Mo Brooks thinks. Oh, because Mo Brooks got dropped. Lastly, David, the last person who also jumped against Trump in this, in a way, Rick Santorum. Haven't heard from this guy in a while. He said this because he is endorsing McCormick. "I know Pennsylvania and I know conservatives. Dave McCormick will be the next senator from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. He has my full endorsement." That's what he said in a statement, and that was provided by the McCormick campaign. So first of all, I didn't even get your thoughts, first of all, about the TV ratings and the polling, but then also the pushback from conservatives.
Well, this is remarkable. I mean, I think what is SpongeBob SquarePants the next candidate from somewhere? And is Dr. Oz, if he wins, he's gonna wear his scrubs like he did on television? I never understood that. Why was he wearing his scrubs when he was doing a TV show? He wasn't in an operating room. But putting that aside, this means that Democrats actually have a stronger and an even better chance, I think, of picking up this the Senate seat in Pennsylvania. Because if you think about it, there's a candidate on the Democratic side, there's a progressive named John Fetterman. A lot of people think he looks like Lurch from the Addams Family, and people think, well, he can't be possibly the senator because of how he looks, because he's so progressive. If he happens to beat the sort of more establishment candidate in the Democratic side, but with all of this consternation, with all this confusion on the Republican side, and all this infighting, there's a very good chance now that Democrats win this in the general election. So I say, bring it on. Donald Trump should take back the endorsement if he desires, endorse somebody else. I don't know, endorse 5 different people in the Pennsylvania Senate race. That's fine by me. Cause as much confusion and as much of a civil war of the Senate seat as humanly possible.
What is it you think, Dave? I'm curious, what is your thoughts on it? What do you think their pushback is so hard against Oz for? Because I mean, it's not like he's any less fake or MAGA worthy than the rest of these guys. He just has a bigger TV name. I wonder what they dislike about him so much. Maybe I'm missing it.
From what I understand, there's been some internal polling that Republicans have done, and they feel that Dr. Oz is very vulnerable in a general election because of some things that have happened in his personal life, because of some controversies that have followed him around through the years. So by picking, McCormick is sort of a safer choice in terms of, okay, who's got the biggest vulnerability in the general election, it would be Dr. Oz, according to some of these establishment Republicans. I think they also fear that Dr. Oz is a bit perhaps more sort of liberal on some of these issues than the Republican Party may be so comfortable with, and sort of more like, a lot of Republicans were very concerned about Donald Trump and his isolationism before he ran for president and whatnot. So I think it's a combination of that. That there's just, I think Republicans are spooked that Donald Trump is essentially throwing away this Senate seat with a candidate that has never really been tested by the political world. And again, he's got some vulnerabilities.
I think maybe Santorum said it. Yeah, I probably summed that up in the way he was saying it. Like, this guy's the one who's we know, we standard, we know what he's like. This other guy, we're not sure. Well, we'll see. Hopefully it continues to splinter the party, because that's what Donald Trump is really good at.